Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Everyday Work Talk. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Ryan. We are happy you are here.
This podcast is for people who want to improve their English for work or business and feel more confident in everyday conversations.
Yes, here we practice real English for real work situations. And we keep the language clear and easy to understand. No long grammar lessons, just natural conversations you can use in any job.
Today, we are going to explore a topic that every professional faces at some point. We are calling it getting a deadline extension.
Oh, I know this one very well. When I was younger, I thought that asking for more time was a sign of weakness. I thought my boss would think I was lazy or slow.
I felt the same way. I remember sitting at my desk until midnight just because I was too afraid to say that a task was too big for one person. It was quite stressful.
Exactly. We all want to be superheroes. But as we get more experience, we realize that projects are complicated. Sometimes things just take longer than we planned.
That is so true. Managers actually prefer to know about problems early. It allows the whole team to adjust and stay calm. It is much better than staying silent and then missing the deadline.
Definitely. Being honest about your progress is a sign of maturity and professional responsibility. Today we will show you how to have that conversation without feeling guilty.
Listen carefully to the dialogue. We put 4 advanced phrases in the conversation. These are B2 level phrases. They will help you sound more fluent.
We will take some time to explain those phrases after the role play. Now, let's jump into our work situation for today.
In this scene, I am the marketing manager, and Ryan is our senior graphic designer. Ryan is working on a very important presentation for a new client, but some unexpected things happened.
Hi, Sarah. Do you have a few minutes? I really need to give you a quick update on the Ocean Blue project before the end of the day.
Sure, I was actually just looking at the project calendar. We have a big presentation on Friday morning. How are the new designs looking?
Well, the designs for the main website are almost finished, but I am starting to feel a bit overwhelmed. To be honest, I think I might have bitten off more than I can chew by promising to finish the mobile app mockups by tomorrow as well.
Oh, I see. I know the mobile app part is very detailed. Is there a specific reason why it is taking longer than we thought?
Yes, the client sent over some new requirements yesterday afternoon. They changed the color palette and the logo style. Because of those changes, I have started to fall behind schedule with the final rendering.
That is a big change from the client. I wish they had told us sooner. If I can move some of your other smaller tasks to another designer, will that help you finish the app mockups by Thursday?
Thursday morning would be helpful, but even then, finishing everything including the video transitions would be cutting it close for a Friday meeting. I really want to make sure we don't have any technical errors during the presentation.
You are right. We cannot afford any mistakes on Friday. The client is very strict about the details. What if we only show the static designs on Friday and deliver the videos next Tuesday?
That would be a huge relief. It would give me the necessary time to focus on the quality of the static images and ensure the brand colors are perfect.
Okay, let's go with that plan. I will call the client and explain that we want to ensure the highest quality for the final animations. Now, about our internal review meeting on Thursday, do we have a fixed time for that?
Since I am still waiting for the final feedback from the copywriters, maybe we shouldn't set a strict time yet. Can we just play it by ear and see how much I finish by tomorrow morning?
That sounds like a sensible approach. Let's talk again tomorrow at lunch, and we can decide the best time for the review then.
Thanks. I really appreciate you being so understanding about the timeline. I feel much more confident about the project now.
No problem at all. I am glad you came to me now instead of waiting until Thursday night. I'll let the rest of the team know about the new schedule.
Great. I will get back to the main designs right now. Talk to you tomorrow.
And that is the end of our role play. You did a great job explaining the situation. You were clear about why you needed more time.
Thanks. It is always a bit nervous-making to talk to the boss about deadlines, but using the right phrases makes it much easier.
It certainly does. Let's look at our 4 B2 phrases now. The first one was, to bite off more than you can chew.
This is such a common idiom in American English. It means you have taken on a task that is way too big or too difficult for you to handle.
Exactly. It is like trying to eat a giant piece of cake in one mouthful. You just can't do it. In an office, you use this when you realize you have too many projects or a project is harder than you expected.
Here is a new example. I said I could lead the project and train the new interns, but I think I bit off more than I can chew.
Our second phrase was to fall behind schedule. This one is very useful for project management.
It simply means that you are not moving as fast as you planned. You are late according to your original timeline or calendar.
It is a very professional way to say you are late. Instead of saying, I am slow, you say, I am falling behind schedule.
For example, the construction team fell behind schedule because of the heavy rain last week.
The third phrase we used was to be cutting it close. We use this when we talk about time limits and deadlines.
This means you have very little time left. You are doing something at the very last possible moment, and there is a risk of being late.
Right. If your train leaves at 2 p.m. and you get to the station at 1:59, you are cutting it close.
In a work context, you might say, we only have 1 hour before the meeting starts, so finishing these slides now is really cutting it close.
And finally, we had play it by ear. This is one of my favorite expressions for being flexible.
It means you don't have a firm fixed plan. You will wait to see how the situation develops and then decide what to do next.
It originally comes from music, when a musician plays a song just by listening to the sounds instead of reading the notes on a page.
A good workplace example is, we don't know if the client is coming to our office or calling us on Zoom, so let's just play it by ear.
Let's quickly recap all 4 for our listeners so they can remember them.
To bite off more than you can chew means taking on too much work or a task that is too hard.
To fall behind schedule means you are moving slower than the original plan.
To be cutting it close means you are very close to a deadline and have almost no time left.
And to play it by ear means to be flexible and decide what to do as the situation changes.
These are all excellent phrases that will make you sound much more like a native speaker in a professional environment.
We hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Learning how to manage your time and talk about deadlines is a huge step in your career.
It really is. Remember that everyone, even the most successful managers, sometimes needs to ask for more time or change a plan.
The key is to communicate early and use professional language. We would love to hear from you now.
We have 2 questions for our community today. First, have you ever bitten off more than you can chew at your current job? What did you do to fix the situation?
And second, do you prefer to have a very strict plan for your day, or do you prefer to play it by ear? Tell us why in the comments.
Writing your answers in the comments is a fantastic way to practice using these new B2 phrases in a real conversation with other learners.
Also, if you found this podcast helpful, please make sure to like this episode and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us keep making these lessons for you.
We are so happy to have you as part of the Everyday Work Talk family. We will be back tomorrow with another very important episode.
That's right. Tomorrow, we are going to talk about work motivation.
As usual, we're going to give some great tips to keep you happy in the workplace.
You definitely don't want to miss it. It's going to be very practical and full of useful vocabulary for your level.
Thank you for listening, and keep practicing your English every day. You are doing a great job.
Have a productive and successful day at work, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Bye.